Welcome to our Slow Yoga Academy production of the Slow Yoga sequence. We start with our feet firmly on the ground in the mountain posture, hands on the knees, breathing in and out through the nose, taking nice, slow, deep breaths. You can place your hands on your abdomen, and you can feel the abdomen expand as you inhale, and then the chest cavity, meaning that we're breathing right the way down into the lung, really filling up the lungs, taking in as much oxygen as we can, because oxygen equals energy, and your body needs that energy in order to function properly. As we slow the breath down, we slow the mind down. Now stretch the arms in front of you. Next, spread your fingers out as wide as you can, getting some space between the fingers, getting some nourishing blood coming into the hands. Now squeeze those hands into fists. Squeeze really, really tightly. I want to see the white knuckles on your hands. Now raise your shoulders up to your ears and stretch out what we call the trapezius muscle, the back of your neck and across your shoulders there. And as we stretch the muscle, it becomes warmer. One of the functions of the muscle of the body is to keep you warm. So if you move and use your muscles, you will stay nice and warm. Outstretch the arms in front of you once again, and this time, instead of spreading the fingers wide, we play the piano. So really mobilize those stiff finger joints, getting some circulation coming into the hands, some nourishing blood. Now we raise the arms up overhead, but we still keep the fingers moving. And as the blood begins to drain away from the hands, you will start to ache just a little bit. But keep it going, because they say there's no gain without a bit of pain. They're absolutely right. Lower the arms down now. Resting them back, resting the hands back on your knees. Sitting up nice and straight. We're going to start what we call sun salutations. As we inhale, we raise the arms up overhead, reaching up to the ceiling. Really stretch those arms out. Exhaling now, we bring the hands together, lower them down to our heart, keeping the elbows nice and straight. Inhaling, we take the arms out to the sides. Arms up to shoulder height, nice and straight. Exhaling, we lower the arms down. Inhaling, we raise the arms up overhead once again. Exhaling, we bring the hands together, lower them to our heart. Keeping those elbows nice and straight. As we inhale once again, we take the arms out to the side, shoulder height, nice straight arms. Exhaling, lowering the arms down now. Nice and soft and gently. Here we go. We inhale, we raise the arms up, reaching up to the ceiling. Exhaling now, we bring the hands together, lower them to our hearts. Inhaling, we take the arms out to the sides. Shoulder height, nice straight arms. Now we're going to clasp the hands together and take hold of the back of our heads. Take a nice big inhale. And then as we exhale, I want you to bring your chin down to your chest and look down at your feet. Just stretching out the muscles at the back of the neck, stretching out the cervical spine, your neck, feeling the weight of your arms pulling your head down, and your chin is against your chest, and this is massaging your thyroid gland, keeping the thyroid nice and healthy. The thyroid controls your metabolism, so let's keep it nice and healthy. Arms out to the sides. Now put your right hand on your right hip. The left arm is still out to the side. Now as we inhale, we turn to the right so that our left arm is straight out in front of us. And we're looking at the fingertips in the right hand. Now as we inhale, we turn the head round to look over the right shoulder, stretching out the neck muscles. Getting a nice twist, a lateral twist for the spine. And gently breathing. You're quite restricted here in the right lung. Try to breathe into both lungs equally then as we come back to center, arms out to the sides. Now place your left hand on your left hip. The right arm is still out straight, shoulder height. As we inhale, we turn round to the left this time, so the right arm is straight out in front of us. And we're looking over at the fingertips in the right hand. Taking a nice big inhale now, we turn the head round to look over our left shoulder. Stretching out those neck muscles, getting a lovely extension for the muscles in the neck. And a nice twist for our spine, keeping that spine nice and flexible, nicely nourished with blood. As we inhale, we come back to the center, arms out to the side, up shoulder height, and gently bringing the arms up overhead. We now fold forward into child's pose, resting our tummies on top of our legs, reaching over the knees, and see if we can touch our toes. If we can. If you can't touch your toes today, that's no problem. We'll get there one day. Looking down at the feet, and as you breathe, you're stretching out the vertebrae in the lower back, getting some space between the vertebrae there, and giving the discs in the lower back, the lump region of your spine, a little bit of relief. And as you breathe, your abdomen is expanding against those legs, giving your stomach and your intestine a nice little massage. So if you have any blockages down here, this is a great way to help move things along. And as you breathe, your head is filling up with blood. That's fresh blood straight from your heart to your head, bathing your brain. And this is very good for our memory and our concentration. So take a few breaths here now, inhaling. Start to come up slowly, stacking the vertebrae up one by one. And your head is the last thing to come up straight. And as it does, all of the blood now drains away from the head, and you can feel quite lightheaded. So take a few breaths just to normalize, get the blood pressure back to normal, sitting nice and straight in your mountain pose. Now keeping the feet together and the knees together, rest your left forearm across both knees. Take your right hand down towards the right foot, and you're looking down at both feet. Taking an inhale now, you take the right arm out to the side, and you're looking over at the fingertips on the right hand. Exhaling, you lower the hand back down towards the right foot. Checking in with the feet, making sure everything's okay. As we inhale once again, we take the right arm out to the side. Shoulder height, nice straight arms, and you're looking over the fingertips on the right hand. Exhaling, we lower the hand back down to the right foot. Checking in with those feet once again, making sure everything's okay. Inhaling this time, we travel out to the side, but we keep on going all the way up behind us, reaching up to the ceiling and looking up at that right hand. You can squeeze the shoulder blades into the back and open up the chest. Get a real feeling of opening in the shoulder girdle. as you reach up to the ceiling. Now exhaling, we gently lower that hand back down onto the right foot. Inhaling, we come back up to our mountain posture with the hands on the knees, nice and straight, feet connected to Mother Earth. Now let's do the other side. So now we rest the right forearm across both knees, take the left hand down towards the feet. Take a nice big inhale here. I raise the left arm out to the side, and I'm looking over the fingertips and the left hand. The left arm is up nice and straight, shoulder height. Exhaling, lowering the left hand back onto the left foot and looking down at both feet. Checking in with both feet. Inhaling once again, I take the arm out to the side, to shoulder height. Gently looking over at the fingertips there on the left hand. Exhaling now, we lower left hand back down onto the left foot, looking down at both feet. Inhaling this time, we take the left arm out to the side, but we keep on traveling all the way up. Reaching up to the ceiling and looking up at that left hand. Squeeze the shoulder blades into the back and really open up the chest. Getting a lovely extension for your neck muscles here. A nice opening of the shoulder girdle. As you breathe and exhaling, you lower the left hand back down onto the left foot. Inhaling, we come back up to our mountain posture, hands on our knees. Wow, we've done quite a bit of work on the upper half of our body. It's now time to switch our attention to the lower half. And this is where all the power is in the body. The thigh muscles in particular are very strong. They need to be in order to get us standing up, to keep us standing up, to get us walking, running, jumping, etc. Those thigh muscles are very, very strong, and they put a lot of strain on our hips and on our knees. So let's gently work out the hip joints now. Grab hold of your right leg, gently rotate, mobilizing that stiff hip joint, getting some nourishing blood into the hip, lubricating as we rotate, nice and soft and gently drawing nice big circles with that kneecap. And now we raise the right leg up towards us, interlacing the fingers, we grab hold of the right knee. And now it's the turn of the foot to rotate, as we gently mobilize the stiff ligaments and tendon in the foot there, inviting circulation to arrive into the foot, warming it up. And if we have any swelling in the foot there, this can help be reduced by this movement. Now straighten the leg out, hold underneath the leg this time, and flex the toes towards you, stretching out the hamstrings at the back of the leg, and then point the toes away from you. Flex the toes towards you, and you're really working the thigh muscle at the top of the leg, and then point the toes away from you. Flex the toes towards you, and point the toes away. Now you can rest that leg back down on the ground, the foot back down on the ground. And now let's grab hold of the left leg and gently rotate that, drawing nice big circles with that kneecap, getting some movement, mobility into the left hip. So we gently rotate. Now raise the left leg up towards you, interlace your fingers, grab hold of the left knee, and gently rotate the left foot around this time, getting some movement into the left foot. Let's mobilize the stiff ligaments and tendons in the foot there. Straightening out the leg, and this time holding underneath it. Flex the toes towards you, stretching out the hamstrings, and then point the toes away from you and really squeeze the calf muscle there if you can. Flex the toes towards you, and you're working the muscle at the top of the leg, the thigh muscle, pointing the toes away from you. Flexing the toes towards you and pointing the toes away from you before resting that foot down on the ground. Coming back into our mountain posture, hands on the knees. Take a nice big inhale and exhale, really focusing the mind on our next posture, which is going to be swimming. We're going to take a nice big inhale, hold the breath now for 30 seconds. Holding the breath helps us focus the mind, focus our attention. Now with our next exercise, swimming, we're going to stretch the spine forwards and then backwards. So we take a big inhale here now, we stretch forward over the knees, put your head down, look down at your feet, streamlining your body as you crash into the ocean. Now as you inhale, open the arms out wide to the side and start swimming. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, extending the arms out behind you as once again you exhale, come forward over those knees, really stretching it out. Look down at your feet, streamlining your body, then open the arms out wide as you inhale. You're starting to swim here. Extending the arms out behind you, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhaling now, you come forward, stretch out over those knees, really stretch the spine out. As you open the arms out to the sides, start your swimming. Exhaling once again, we come over those knees, really stretch it out. Down at your feet, inhaling now, we open the arms out wide to the sides. Extending the arms out behind you, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Coming forward once again, right over those knees. Inhaling, taking the arms out wide to the sides. Gently squeezing the shoulder blades together, extend the arms out behind you if you can, and then stretch forward over the knees. Head down, looking at the feet, streamline that body as you dive into the ocean. Opening the arms out nice and wide to the side. Extend the arms out behind you. Squeeze those shoulder blades together if you can. And gently relax the arms back down into our mountain posture. Taking a nice deep inhale here and stretch both legs out in front of you now. Flex the toes towards you. Stretching the hamstrings in both legs, point the toes away. Flexing the toes towards you, stretching out the hamstrings and working the thigh muscles at the top of the legs, then pointing the toes away. Flex the toes towards you, point the toes away. Now open the legs out as wide as you can in your chairs. Gently rotate the feet inwards, getting some nice mobility into the ankles, keeping the feet nice and flexible. We want the feet to be flexible because they take the strain off the hips and the knees as we walk. Now cross the left leg over the right leg. Inhaling, raise the legs up, and now pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower the legs down. Take a little breather there. Inhaling once again, we raise the legs up and we pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower the legs down. Inhaling once again, we take the legs up and we pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower the legs down. Open the legs out wide once again. And this time we're rotating our feet outwards in the opposite direction. Getting some flexibility into those stiff ankles. You've got 26 bones in the foot, more than 20 muscles. Now cross the right leg over the left leg this time, so now the right leg's on top. Inhaling, raise the legs up. And pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower the legs down. Take a little breather here. Now take a big inhale, raise the legs up as high as you can and pulse. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Lower the legs down. Taking that little breather there, we're working the right thigh muscle as we inhale. Raising the legs up and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower the legs down. Open the legs wide once again. Flex the toes towards you. Point the toes away. Flex the toes towards you. Point the toes away. Flex the toes towards you, then point the toes away. Flex to point toes away from you. Now bring the feet back together again, resting them down on the ground. Come back into your mountain posture. Legs are hip width apart, hands on the knees. Take a nice big inhale. Take the arms up overhead. Join the hands together. Then taking another inhale, really stretch up to the ceiling. Try to get your arms as close to your ears as you can. Then as you exhale, you gently lean over to the right, getting a beautiful stretch to the left side of your body, all the way from the fingertips, down the left side and into your left hip. With every breath here, we're searching for a little bit more space, a little bit more give in the body. Inhaling, we come back up to the center, reaching up to the ceiling. Keeping the arms as close to the ears as we can. As we gently exhale, we lean over to the left this time. Getting that nice stretch for the right hand side of our body now. Keeping the arms close to the ears, and with every breath searching for that little bit more space, that little bit more freedom in the body. Inhaling, we come back up to center, and exhaling, we lower the hands to our hearts. Our big, beautiful hearts, keeping the elbows nice and straight, pushing the palms together. And that is where we draw a close to our slow yoga session. Thank you very much for watching.